Hi, I'm Tim Bartz, Internet Sales Manager here at McArthur Ford in Salina, Kansas, your source for Ford news, update, and information with a video on the 2025 Ford F-150. We're working our way through the different trim levels and going through what's standard, plus what's different in those different equipment groups, as well as different packages, standalone options, all in this one video. And so we're working our way through them. And Lariat, by the way, 2025 F-150 can be ordered right now with your local dealership. And this is a good guide to kind of tell you, hey, here's what I'm getting. Here's this kind of stuff. I do have one thing on the Lariat trim that I don't have information on yet, but I'm waiting it to receive. So we'll hopefully get you updated on that in the future after this video or as a highlighted comment. But we're going to pretty much go over everything that is included in this so you can go in and place that order with your local dealership. We'll have some ordering tips for you at the end of the video, as well as if you wanted to order from us, our YouTube special and what we're doing there. We are doing below MSRP pricing. So again, more information about that. We'll actually have timestamps for all the different parts of the video, so you can move around. You don't have to rewatch something if you don't like it, or you want to just get this juicy information. We have those timestamps, so use those to move around in the video and find the content you're looking for, as well as timestamps for the ordering tips and our YouTube special at the end of the video. All right, without further ado, let's just we'll jump in here. And don't forget, if you like videos like this, we're going through the entire F-150, as well as we do this for every model. So you might want to be subscribed to the channel with that bell notification turned on so you don't miss any of those videos. All right, so let's jump in. We are going to use Ford's build and price here for us because it's a good reference to be able to visually see the vehicle as we talk about these things. For most of it. And let me show you how to get to the 25 information. So some people have been misled and been doing 24. And I'm like, you're going off of information on 24. So let me show you how to get there. Go to vehicles, trucks, and vans. Now this is for desktop. Mobile's a little different when it comes to getting to the 25 information so on desktop, you go here, and I actually have mentioned that in the other videos, but on mobile, you want to go to shop and then go to build and price. And then you want to look for 25 model information, which I think on the F-150, it actually has it right here. So you can get to it that way as well. But if you're going under vehicles, just to kind of show you on a desktop, you click on F-150. When you're seeing this build and price down here, that is actually 24 model year information. So you'll want to make sure you click into the 25 and then click on that build and price, and that will be the correct build and price. And the reason they still have 24 is as long as they have inventory, they'll have the build and price for that model or for that year, because those go, from what I've been told from them, is that they go hand in hand. So those all go kind of work together. So as long as there's dealer inventory, you're going to have a build and price available. So anyway, go in here to the build and price, and looking through here and what's available on these. So regular cab is only available in the XL trim. So if you're looking for a regular cab, that is your trim. That is the only way to get a regular cab. If you're looking for super cab, it is available in 3 trim levels: XL, STX, and XLT. Not available in the Lariat like it has in the past years. Wasn't that way last year either, but there you go. And then Super Crew. Super Crew is available in all trim levels for you. And again, we're talking about the Lariat trim here. Starts at $63,160, and that is going to be available. Let me go over the configurations for that. That's going to be available in the 5.5 or 6.5 foot bed, only 4x4. You cannot get a 2-wheel drive Lariat trim. So that is some change they made last year. So anyway, we'll talk about that. Available in 3 different engines, and we'll talk about standard versus optional in just a little bit. We'll get to optional engines for that, but let's go ahead and dive in here and look at this. In fact, we are going to talk mechanical features first once we get that going. So here, going into the powertrain, we'll get into that right now. The standard motor for this, what's included at that price level that you saw there, is the 5.0 liter V8 engine with the auto start-stop technology. When you come to stoplight, stop sign, press the brake, it's going to shut the vehicle off. Now you can just by releasing the brake, it'll turn it back on, or you can deactivate it for that engine cycle by, I think there's an A with a circle around it somewhere on the instrument panel, and then you should be able to shut that off. It'll come with an electronic 10-speed automatic transmission, as well as the select shift automatic with the progressive range select. Now this here, Lariat's where you get the 2-speed 4-wheel drive system with neutral tow capability. So that's your auto 4x4. You don't get to see that on XL, STX, or the XLT trim levels. Now, for the drive modes, you will get the normal, eco, sport, tow haul, slippery, deep, snow, sand, and the mud ruts mode. So those are your different drive modes for this all standard 4x4. Also, you do have electronic parking brake with the auto hold. So it's going to hold that brake if you take it off, if you have that activated. And then also does have hill start assist. So if you're on a hill, it helps you transition from the brake to the gas. Fully boxed steel frame here, independent front suspension, fail-safe cooling system, all the same stuff from the other trim levels or for the rest of the stuff. So you have the gas shocks, heavy duty in the front, heavy duty in the rear that are actually on outboard mounted the outside of those rear leaf springs. And then in the front, the springs are coil springs up there. Front stabilizer bar, as well as power rack and pinion steering is going to be standard on that. So no prices on these yet. We'll get into maybe why. You might have to go to certain packages or something for that. The EcoBoost should be optional on all configurations, but there you go. So something new for well, let's get into safety, and then we'll get into some of the configurations on everything. But safety features here, and these are different than they are. A couple different features on safety than we did see in the XL, STX, and XLT. So if you watch those, a lot of them are the same, except for a couple technologies that have been upgraded from the XLT that are part of the Copilot 360 Assist 2.0. So let's go through these real quick here for you. For airbags, you have a driver and front passenger dual stage airbag. Deploys a different size airbag, depends on how close you are to the front of the vehicle. We have a driver and passenger seat mounted side impact airbag. That's going to deploy from the seat if you have that side collision. Safety canopy side curtain airbag. That's going to deploy down from the roof to help from, with the rollover sensor. It's going to help from breaking glass, sheet metal coming in and hurting you, and that kind of thing. Advanced track with roll stability control, and also includes curve control. So if you're going into that curve maybe too fast, maybe it's slick out, it's going to use a series of brakes in milliseconds to keep you going on your intended path. We have pre-collision assist with automatic emergency braking that includes pedestrian detection, forward collision warning, dynamic brake support. So the way this works is if you're going to slow enough speed, it'll actually sense those pedestrians coming by. Otherwise, also the forward collision warning lets you know if there's a vehicle maybe going too slow and at the current speed you're going to hit them, then it's going to activate and it's going to have dynamic brake support that's going to preload those brakes for you so you can stop even faster. We do have post-collision braking. So if you're in an accident, it's going to brake the vehicle if you don't put it in park. We also have intersection assist. So if you're coming across the intersection and there's someone coming and maybe you're not paying attention, maybe there's two lanes and you can't see them, it'll brake the vehicle so you don't hopefully have that that accident, or you're not both going full speed when you do have that accident. We do have automatic emergency braking oncoming. So that is something new that we did see that in the Maverick for this year, and now it's going to be introduced into the F-150. And so we assume what that means is that if you have somebody that comes over, maybe they cross the line and they're right in front of you, it's going to brake the vehicle. So again, both of you going full speed, that collision is going to be more severe. But if it can brake you, then maybe it's a less severe accident. So that's what that's for. Evasive steering assist. So maybe you can't avoid the person in front of you. Maybe they did brake real quick and you're maybe real close to them and you're not able to brake in time to stop. You can try to avoid them, evade them basically. Then it'll help with the steering around them. So how those are different from the XLT trim level is they said camera only on XLT. And again, I'm going to get some clarification on that. We don't have information yet in the eSource book for us for dealers yet on exactly what that means. SOS post-crash alert system. It's going to honk the horns, flash the lights if you're in an accident off the side of the road. And then we also do have lane keeping system, which includes a lane keeping alert, the aid, the driver alert, and the road edge detection. So road edge detection is kind of cool because if it gets over close to the edge of that road, some of those edges are right on the line, it's going to kind of alert you and let you know. So it kind of puts that on there. I actually had that happen to the Expedition recently. And then you have driver alert that also alerts you if you're taking your hands off the steering wheel too often. And then the lane keeping aid and alert, they can be worked together or separately. So the alert's going to do is it's going to let you go over that line, but it's going to vibrate the steering wheel and let you know you've crossed over that line. The aid system will activate earlier and try to keep you in your lane. You see those zones there on the screen. And then we do have perimeter alarm. That's going to, when you lock that vehicle up, there's nobody inside, no pets or anything. It's going to secure that to vehicle. So if someone tries to break glass, get inside, it's going to honk the horns, flash the lights. Also works with the inclination sensors. So if someone tries to take your wheels, it'll do the same thing. Security lock, passive and a theft system. What that basically means is simply that only the coded key can start the vehicle. So if somebody tries to hotwire or whatever, it's going to set the alarm off and everything too. So Ford security package, that is a 1-year activation for this, and this is going to allow you to be able to connect with law enforcement to help secure your vehicle, because you can find out where your vehicle is located because of the Ford Pass Connect. So now they're using that as a package to be able to give that information to law enforcement so they can go and retrieve your vehicle for you. So you get 1-year activation of that for free. So, all right. Now let's get into going back over here to the build and price and look at the pictures of the vehicle here. And we're going to go to this. We're going to actually make this bigger. Now for this year, I want to tell you it is different than last year. So last year, standard equipment was the 501A equipment group. In fact, it's called 501A and you have a high 502. Now they've gone back to a 500A like they did in previous years. So what they've done is taken some things that were part of the 501A that were included. And I think a lot of people complained about that. They wanted a base Lariat. And so they actually went back to that. So now we're going to talk about in this video as the rest of the features is basically what you're getting as part of the 500A. And then we'll talk about what improvements you get on the 501A equipment. So, all right. So let's go in here and go back to this. Make this a little bigger so we can see it. There we go. And on the front of the vehicle, the grille is different, of course, on the Lariat trim. So it's a chrome center bars with a chrome surround. So very different design to the grille that we've seen on any of the others. The others are coast-to-coast grille. This one is more in the center part of the grille, and your lights are different over here. We'll get into that. LED projector headlights with dynamic bending headlights. You'll see that signature lighting as well coming down there. We do have the auto headlamps, which means they'll come on automatic when it gets light out, and dim when it gets bright enough outside. You know what I mean. Anyway, we do have daytime running lights that can be configured to controlled on and off in the cluster. Rain lamp as well. That's wiper activated headlights. So when it starts raining, the wipers will be the headlights will be activated. Auto high beams. If it's dark enough outside, auto high beams work like your automatic headlights. If it's really dark outside, it'll turn those bright lights on. If there's someone approaches you in the city lights, it'll deactivate them. Now, that is something you can activate and deactivate in your lighting section of your vehicle settings screen. Also, now you'll see standard LED headlights or LED fog lights. I'll get my words here. LED fog lights right there. You will also see the chrome bumpers on the front, so that's pretty nice, and even chrome accent down here in those lower parts in there as well. So you'll have that too. And then front sensing system as well. So you can see those little dots there. That's front sensing system. So that's going to be standard equipment on these as well for this year. We do have, it probably was last year too, front tow hooks as well. Since these are standard 4x4, you'll have front tow hooks up here. And you'll also get rain sensing wipers. So when it starts to rain on you, it'll automatic, if you have an intermittent setting, and this is activated, of course, in your wiper section of your vehicle settings screen, then it'll turn the wiper on. As it starts to rain faster, it'll wipe faster. Also, 360-degree camera. There's a camera underneath the front. You can't really see it in this image. Also underneath these mirrors and in the back, so you can see a split screen view of around the vehicle, kind of like a bird's eye view over it. So you can see everything around you, as well as the front or backup camera. So backup camera, if you're backing up, if you have it in drive and you hit your camera button, it'll show you your front camera. Now for the wheels, we have a 17-inch silver painted aluminum wheel on your two-wheel drives. And then an 18-inch chrome wheel. Okay, these are all standard 4x4. Sorry. It'll be an 18-inch chrome wheel. So carried this over from another vehicle, so forgot to take that out. So these are standard 4x4, so they'll all have an 18-inch chrome wheel. So sorry about that mix up there. The tires will be a 275/65 R18 all-terrain tire as well. That'll be a black sidewall there too. So you'll have that. Tire pressure monitoring system for all four of those tires. You'll have four-wheel disc brakes with ABS as well. For your mirrors, you're going to see chrome mirror cap on this. It'll have the power folding mirror with the power glass with heat feature. Turn signal indicator as well on the outside. Right over here. You'll also have memory for the mirrors. So it memorizes a setting for the driver. Auto dimming feature as well for the driver's side mirror. So when those cars want to pass you with those bright lights, it'll dim it. You have high intensity LED security approach lamps as well that's going to light down. And then you do have the spotlight, LED spotlight mirrors as well. So it uses these turn signals to use the spotlights to cast them out two different buttons for the left and the right. So that's pretty nice. You do have the Bliss with cross traffic alert, so blind spot information system. So if there's someone in your blind spot, it's going to put a light in the corner of that mirror and let you know it's not safe to go in that lane at that time. If you're backing up, cross traffic alert, someone crosses your path behind you, it's going to alert you. Lights up the instrument cluster that there's someone there. Tones as well, so you know that you need to stop. And then we do have the F-150 badge. We'll say Lariat on it. It'll be chrome as well over here on the side. Chrome door handles. You can see that right there too on there. And then you will have, I think even the one in the back will also be chrome as well. So we'll move to the back image, make sure. It actually is showing black on this. So anyway, the image is showing chrome door handles. My notes I do have in here that they're black door handles. So I think you get the chrome when you go up to the 501A. So I think that's something they have not corrected. Well, no, it's not showing that on there either. So anyway, so I guess we'll have to get clarification, but I'd assume it's chrome door handles, chrome bumpers on the back as well. So that kind of thing. So beltline molding is going to be black as well right there too. And then we do have the intelligent access with push button start with approach detection. So it'll light up down below you as you approach the vehicle. Put your hands in the door handle with that key fob in your pocket. It's going to unlock the vehicle, allow you to get in and out. Lock it as well just by pressing the little knob on the driver's door, and then push button start when you get inside, so you don't have to get your key out to start it. Remote start as well on the remote, so you'll have that integrated remote key there, and it'll be on there as well. Easy fuel capless filler door, so no cap worry about. Just open that door, put the nozzle in, fill it up. When you're done, go ahead and shut that door, so you don't have to worry about that. Standard on this, extended range 36-gallon fuel tank on all your Lariat trim vehicles. So that's kind of nice. Cargo lamp up here with a center high-mounted stoplight. That's I like to call it the third brake light. We do have rear privacy glass in these back windows and back glass. And that's going to be a fixed rear glass with defrost back here. So that's going to be standard on the 500A. LED tail lights, back here. So it says tailgate LED. Oh, okay. The LED light will be back here on the tailgate itself. So not LED tail lights. So make sure I fix that. All right. Rear window, rear view camera, reverse sensing system as well, and reverse brake assist. So you're going to be able to see as you're backing up, get alerted as well. If you're not paying attention to all that, then it'll brake the vehicle too to make sure you don't run into anything as you're backing the vehicle up. You do have a spare tire in the back. So, or underneath there, you do have a spot right here with the little door, so you can flip that open, put it in there to lower that tire down. That is not lockable at this point as standard equipment, so there is an option for it. Jack as well is going to be positioned behind the rear seat on the passenger side. Your exhaust tip will be a single rear exhaust tip. Move this around, you can see that. Power tailgate lock for you, and remote tailgate release. So along with your remote start, you can also remote drop that tailgate down, and it comes down slowly. Lift gate, hitch, lift assist, tailgate lift assist. Make sure I say that right. That is to bring it up. So you do not have power tailgate up. So, and then you can remove the tailgate if you need to. So that is removable for you. We do have class 4 trailer tow hitch. Does give you the smart trailer tow connector. So as you're backing up, so you can be able to connect up and not forget anything, chains, that kind of stuff when you're connecting up a trailer. 4-pin and 7-pin connector for your wiring. Trailer sway control as well. And then on the Lariat trim, because it has a 360-degree camera, you'll also get the Pro Trailer Backup Assist and the Pro Trailer Hitch Assist. So those are some great technologies where you use the that dial to be able to control and back up your trailer, as well as back up to your hitch to hitch up your trailer. So you don't need anybody to help you with that. In the back, we do have inside the bed 4 tie downs for that as well. You would have bed storage box back there on the passenger side as well. So a little thing that you utilize some of that that area in there. 400-watt outlet on the driver's side, same just over there behind the wheel well. And then you do have a zone lighting that uses all the lights, your backup lights, as well as these over here on the side and the front to be able to light up around the vehicle. And you can pick your zones: front, left, right, side, back, and that's pretty nice to have as well. All right. I think there's a couple other pictures to go through, and then we'll get to the interior here. There we go. Now to the interior, we do have illuminated entry here, so that'll light up. These map lights will light up for you as well when you're getting in. Fade to off interior lighting, so once you shut those doors, it will fade off eventually. We do have carpeted flooring with carpeted floor mats. We do have scuff plates on the front doors coming in that are molded in black. And for the door trim, you have a soft armrest here, of course, a grab handle to pull that door shut, and then you do have map pockets, is what they're calling it, little bins that you can put things in down there, and I think even you can put beverages in there too. So the air conditioning registers are going to be black with the chrome knob on them. So should go to this image so you can see that. Grab handles on the A pillar for the driver and front passenger side, as well as in the B pillar for the rear. So you can see the vents, the chrome knob right there. So there you go. And then for your seats, we do have for the 500A Active X seating material. Not everybody's happy about that, but that's what the seating material is what I've been told. Flow through console as well. So you have the 40 console 40 seat, heated and ventilated seats in the front. The heat ventilated means cooled. And then a 10-way power driver seat with power lumbar, 8-way power front passenger seat with power lumbar as well. And you have driver memory for the driver's seat. That's driver memory for the seat, the mirror that we've talked about already. We'll get to a couple other features that have memory as well. And then in the rear, we are going to have the ActiveX seats back here as well. And then USB charging ports on the back of the console. I think it's a type A and C, but it may be two C's. I'm not sure. 60/40 bench seat. So this it splits right here, so you can bring that cushion up in there. You'll have under seat storage, the little storage in the back. It's very short, but you can it kind of partitions it in so things won't roll. So if you want to put smaller items in there underneath the seat behind in the back, you can. You do have an armrest that comes down with 2 cup holders as well for storage. Also, a 400-watt outlet behind that console too. So 2 USB ports and a 400-watt outlet back there. So, and then you'll have power windows for you. One touch up and down for the driver and front passenger windows. Also have power windows for those in the back, for the back windows. And then power door locks. So you'll have that with that key fob. Of course, don't forget what you can unlock and lock. And the power locks will auto lock after you get going a certain speed. You do have power adjustable pedals with memory, so they'll be included in your memory features. So you'll have those that can go forward and back. Also, 12-inch productivity screen through here, so that's standard on all F-150s now. Premium wrapped heated steering wheel. So premium wrapped, it does not say leather wrapped, so note that. I believe it's the same materials or seats, ActiveX here, but the just mentions premium wrapped here. Heated as well on that. Manual tilt and telescoping steering wheel, just a lever underneath. You just pull that. It goes up and down, forward and back, and then you can manually adjust it. You do get Blue Cruise hardware included here with a 90-day trial on your Lariat trims, standard on the 500A. Driver state detection. So because it has the hardware, it also has the sensors. You can see one here. The other one's over there. So it detects whether or not you're paying attention. So even if you don't have the Blue Cruise, because I've checked this out, that it still activates and lets you know if you're not paying attention and have your eyes on the road. Okay. Anyway, that's the way it is. We do have adaptive cruise control, though. So adaptive cruise with lane centering, predictive speed assist, and stop and go. So we'll talk about all these. So adaptive cruise, if you're coming up behind somebody and this is activated instead of traditional cruise, then it'll slow you down to go the speed of the vehicle in front of you. Even if they come to a complete stop, you will as well without having to press your brake. Once you start going, most vehicles, you have to hit the resume button, and it'll follow safely behind until you're able to pass them and then speed you up to your speed. Also keeps you in the center of your lane with that lane centering. So it helps keep you in there instead of the lane keeping, which can be activated without your cruise control. This is in conjunction with cruise. This keeps you in the center of your lane. And then predictive speed assist means that it helps you in curves, but also with the speed signs. So that's they took away the wording speed sign recognition and just included predictive speed assist instead. So when those speed signs change, your speed will change as well. You can put in your tolerance above and below the speed limit, so that way it keeps that same gap of what you normally want to use. Dual zone climate control, so the driver and front passenger can have 2 different temperatures there. B&O audio sound system by Bang & Olufsen with HD radio, 8 speakers, including a subwoofer as well. Sync 4 system will include an 8-inch touchscreen here for you with swipe capabilities, because you do have information on demand that you can swipe over. And then you have 911 assist, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, digital owner's manual, conversational voice commands as well. So you can say like, okay, Ford and such, and it'll start listening. So you don't have to press the button, similar to what your phone might have. You have to activate that and in your settings screen. I've done videos on how to do that. And then you do have the connected navigation for 1 year trial as well. So you'll see the navigation on the screen. So you'll get that for 1 year included, and then you'll have to pay for a subscription for that afterwards. I think it's $80 a month or $80 a year for that. All right. Auto dimming rearview mirror, so no lever to worry about flipping. Cars come up behind you with those bright lights at night. It's automatically dim the mirror. For your visors, the driver and front passenger will have covered mirrors on those visors when you flip those down. We do have auxiliary jack over here, I believe, and then we do have also USB ports up here, as well as if you slide that door open down here in the media bin area, then there's also a couple USB ports in there as well for you too. All right. And then we do have the Ford Pass Connect. Allows you to stay connected to your vehicle using the Ford Pass app. It's a free app you download, connect your vehicle in. It does have 5G LTE Wi-Fi hotspots, connect up with 10 different devices. You get 3 years for free, or not 3 years, 3 months for free. And then after that, you will have to sign up through AT&T for a plan if you want that. And then on the Ford Pass Connect app, though, that is free. You can connect your vehicle in, remote start your vehicle from anywhere, unlock and lock it from anywhere, schedule remote start times, locate your parked vehicle, check the status of your tires and fuel pressure or fuel tire pressure and the fuel that you have in your vehicle using that app right there. So that's all of our standard. Other than, let's talk about colors. Where's my color sheet? I should have a sheet with colors. The website should be right, but let's go through this just in case. All right, so colors for the interior colors. On the Lariat trim here, we do have a couple different interior color options. We have medium, dark slate, and then we also do have that is black interior as well. That's available on the Lariat. It's also showing me a smoked truffle option in here as well, and that's not showing on here. So you might have to go up to upper trim levels for that. So let's try that actually and see. So if I go 501A. Still has those two. If I go up to 502A, still only has a 2. So I'll have some information on that. It says in here that smoked truffle is also a color option for you. And it doesn't say that it requires a certain package here on that. So, yep, doesn't say that it requires anything. So let's, anyway. All right. So smoked truffle is supposed to be an interior color as well. Now, let's get back to the exterior colors, though. We do have the agate black is available. We do have star white. That does require you to go to 501A or above for that color. Not available in the 500A. It is cost you an extra $1,000 for that, $995. We do also have the rapid red tinted clear coat, $495 for that color. Oh, it moved the colors around on me. All right, let's go back to this. I believe this is your Atlas blue that's available. No cost for that color. This next one should be antimatter blue. There you go. No cost for that color either. This should be carbonized gray. Yep, carbonized gray. Iconic silver. There you go. And then we have Oxford white. So that is a white color that is available on the 500A. Marsh gray. This is a new color for this year. There you go. Does require you to go to the 501A equipment group for that color as well. So not available on the 500A. And then lastly, what color is this in here? This is a space white. This is also a color we've had in the past. It's come back. So we'll have that color as well for you. So that'll be available on all trim levels or all equipment groups. So there you go. So we'll just leave it on that for now. Now what I'm going to do, we've covered everything as standard equipment now. Let's get into the different equipment groups. All right, now we're going to get into the 501A equipment group. Again, last year, this 501A was the standard equipment, which if you look at this, you're going to probably think, well, that says leather. Because that's a big hot topic right now on this. People are really upset that they're not actual leather. So you'll look at this, and again, this was brought over from last year's information. This has not been updated. Because if you look at this, 501A again was the standard That is what you started with last year was 501A. And then so you'll see some things we've already covered. We've already talked about adaptive cruise. We've talked about the remote start with the tailgate release, rain sensing wipers, B&O, intelligent access, power adjustable pedals, the heated and ventilated seats, the tow hooks, the projector lights. Those are all already included in the 500A. So that's why I believe they just brought this over from last year and dropped it. And so that's why I don't believe this is correct with the leather seats. Everything I'm seeing on the order guide is showing ActiveX seats for even the 501A equipment group. So that's what I'm going to go with, because the order guide is what dealers are always able to use to tell our customers. And so my belief is that this is correct on build and price, and it needs to be fixed. So I do have an email out to the brand manager to get this clarification. If I'm incorrect, I will put it down in a pinned comment down below, so you can check that out later after this goes live. So what's included in the 501A for 2670 is the 20-inch chrome wheels. So you go from 18-inch wheels to the 20-inch chrome wheels with a 275/60 R20 all-terrain tire. That's a black sidewall tire. So that is going to be an upgrade. Also, you're getting the power sliding rear windows. So that actually does mention it in this here. Power sliding window upgrade. Also get the rear defrost and the privacy glass on the back glass. Your visors are going to go to driver and passenger will be covered mirrors that are now illuminated. So they'll light up for you so you can see yourself at nighttime. We also have the 6-inch angular bright anodized step bar. So it'll have the step bar. This picture's, we haven't selected it actually, but I don't think it's mentioned in here, but you're going to get the side step as well as part of this equipment group. So you'll have that. Now, one of the things that's not mentioned is chrome tow hooks. And so I don't know if it's going to have that or not. So again, that's what it was last year. And I don't see chrome tow hooks on any of these here. I assume chrome tow hooks is standard equipment. And it's just not showing in an image yet. So there you go. So that's the 501A equipment group. Now, the 502A equipment group, that is $77.25 more than the 500A. Just so you know that. And so we'll see this is showing also the chrome running boards, but that's already in the 501A. Again, I think they're just pulling information from last year. They haven't updated this. So that's why I like to go use the order guide. One of the things you are going to get on this is one thing to note is that this has the extended angular step bar. So it is the extended one. So that is correct there. And does require the 145-inch wheelbase. So you will not get that with this one here. You'll get probably the 501 carried over running board, which is not the extended one. And then you get the heads-up display, which is kind of nice. Heads-up display on this package. Now, I will tell you right now, that is causing orders to be delayed right now for production. They're telling people to not select the 502A because of the heads-up display. So I will tell you, if you put that on there, I don't think parts are still getting any better. There could be a delay of getting your selected for scheduling. So just a little FYI there. B&O audio sound system goes to the Unleashed sound system with 14 speakers, including a subwoofer for you. And then second row heated seats. So the second row now gets the heated seats as well. And then also with this package, you're getting the mobile office package. So that is all this looks like to be correct. So the mobile office package is also included in this. And actually recorded some clips. We're going to get into packages now. So we'll start with the mobile office package. So we'll do that one first. And then we'll also and let you know that. And then also get into some of the other packages as well. Now let's talk about the mobile office package. Now this package is standard on King Ranch, Platinum, and Raptor. It is included on the XLT High 303A, Tremor High 402A, Lariat High 502A. It is available on the STX Mid 200A, STX FX4 201A, and also available on the XLT Standard 301A, XLT Mid 302, Tremor 401A, Lariat Mid 501A. So it's going to be available with those. So there you go. On the STX vehicles, it will come with the console work surface. So you kind of see in that because you do get the floor console. So it's going to flip that up and allow you to put your laptop on it and work it. Also, you get the 400-watt outlets as part of this. So they're going to be one behind the console inside, and then also in the one in the bed. So in the back of the bed. So you're going to get 400-watt outlet there to be able to plug different devices in and that kind of stuff, which comes in handy. Now on the XLT, On the standard 301A, which includes all the STX features, it says. Plus, you'll get bucket seats. So on this, you'll get bucket seats. You'll also get the lockable rear storage for the Super Crew models with this package. So again, requires that front bucket seats there for it, because they no longer are, I think, putting it on the 40/20/40. Now on the XLT Mid 302A, XLT High 303A, Tremor, Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum, and Raptors include XLT standard 301A features, plus you'll get the wireless charging pad. So you'll get the wireless charging pad with this package when it's included with all those others. So that's something else to note there. And then also mentioned down here as notes, the 2 kilowatt Pro Power on board replaces a 400 watt outlet on the Tremor, King Ranch, Platinum, 701A, Platinum, 702A, Raptor 801 and 802As. So instead of 400 watt outlet. And then also 2.4 kilowatt Pro Power on board will replace a 400 watt outlet as listed above when equipped with the Power Boost vehicles. So there you go. So 400 watt inverter standard beginning on XLT. So, and then, yeah, keep that in mind. You're going to have those already included. So, but that gives you a good idea, kind of that mobile office package, giving the console work surface and everything. So those are the options for that for the different trim levels. All right, so now let's talk about the tow haul package here. The tow haul package here is this is going to be standard on King Ranch Platinum. Also, it's included on Tremor High 402A. Also available on the XL, STX Mid 200A, and the STX FX4 201A, XLT Tremor 401A, and Lariat. So, and they're going to be different, a little bit different on, depends on what you have here. It says, so this tow haul package is going to give you the integrated trailer brake controller. So this is where you're going to get that controller that you can, brake that and can control the gain on the brake as you're braking, which is really nice to have. Also with this package, you're going to get the 355 electronic locking rear axle. That requires the 3.5 EcoBoost engine. And then you have the 373 electronic locking rear axle with the 5.0 liter engine. But then, of course, that is already standard on the Power Boost, depending on what engine you have there. Now, you can upgrade, as you can see with this in here, to the Max Trailer Tow electronic locking. So it's available equipment. Last year, to get the tow haul package, you did require you to add the Max Tow electronic lockers, just so you're aware that might happen this year. Now that's available on the XL, XLT 300A, 17-inch wheels, 18-inch chrome wheels, or the 22-inch wheels. And then you have the 373 Max Trailer Tow electronic locking axle. Not available with the XL, XLT 300A, 17-inch wheels, 18-inch chrome wheels, or the 22-inch wheels. So you have that availability. And then this package is not available with the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. So I think I covered all that in here. Make sure it's all covered. So again, that is going to be optional on about every trim level. Again, standard on King Ranch and Platinum. Now let's talk about the bed utility package. This shows there at $635. I assume it's the same for all of them. Now, this package is standard equipment on the King Ranch, Platinum, and the Raptor. It is included also in the Tremor High 402A equipment group and available on XLT, Tremor, 401A, as well as on the Lariat trim. So on the XLT and Lariat 500A features, you're going to get the tailgate step. So that's going to allow you to be able to flip that tailgate out of the top, the step out of the top of the tailgate, I should say. Also, you're going to get the tailgate work surface. So that's going to have the ruler and everything on top of the tailgate itself. You're going to also now get, instead of the 4 pickup tie downs, you're going to get 4 plates as well on this. So those are going to go on the side. So 2 on each side of the bed for you. And you're going to get the LED box lighting as well. So that allows you to be able to turn a light on inside the bed there. So you can see kind of in the corners there that way. Also with that, for the Tremor 401As, Raptors, and then included, it says include XLT and Lariat features, plus the power tailgate. So now we're going to get the power tailgate. So not only power release down, but also up for that as well. Now, on some of these, like the Tremor High 402A, Lariat Mid 501A, Lariat 502A, King Ranch, and Platinum, that will include everything we talked about, including the power tailgate LED box lighting, all those other features. Plus, you're going to get the extended 6-inch extended running boards on the Lariat 501 and 502. Of course, not available with the longer wheelbase. And then also power deployable running boards on the King Ranch and Platinum. And then you get the Pro Access tailgate. That's the big one. Pro Access tailgate on those, giving you that tailgate where you can not only flip it down, but also you're going to be able to open it. And it will also get the tailgate work surface as well there too. So you won't get the tailgate step though. So that's one thing they don't mention in here. You'll get tailgate step. You'll lose the tailgate step. I guess it does say it right here, not included. So there you go. That is a difference there. And that is all part of the bed utility package, depending on what trim level you're looking at. All right, so now let's talk about the FX4 Off Road Package. Now, this package is available on the XLT 301A, 302A, and 303A, as well as on the Lariat, King Ranch, Platinum 701A, and Platinum 702A, and does require 4x4. So those are some of the requirements there for you. Now, this in here is going to get upgraded with your electronic locking gear ratio. So it'll be a 331 with the 5.0 liter and the EcoBoost engine. And then 355 electronic locking gear ratio on the 2.7 liter EcoBoost engine. And of course, you already have a 373 on your hybrid power boost. And because then say it's not available with that. And then you're going to get the 4x4, of course, FX4 off-road decal on the side. And then floor liners inside, because you're assuming you're going to take this off-road. So you're going to get the tray-like floor liners without the carpeted floor mats. And that'll be included only when the carpet is present for XL, XLT, and Lariat. So I think King Ranch and Platinum will get their floor mats. Hill descent control. So as you're seeing with this, they're coming down the hill in this image. So that's going to help you control coming down. That basically allows you to be able to control that up to 0.5 miles an hour in half-mile increments. So it'll basically control the speed coming down for you, kind of like trail control for some of your Broncos and some of your Raptors and such. And then you do get the off-road tuned front shocks on this. So again, ready to go off-road, monotube, rear shocks as well back there. And so it does upgrade those shocks for you. You get a rock crawl mode. Now in the past, we haven't seen that. You had to go to like Raptor to get a rock crawl mode. You get that with the FX4 package. So this is becoming a very attractive package for those that want to go off-road. Skid plates as well for the fuel tank, transfer case, and front differential down there. So that'll help protect it up there. And then you can, as upgrades if you want, on the 3.5 EcoBoost, you can upgrade from the 331 to the 355 electronic locking. And on the 5.0 liter and the 2.7, you can upgrade to the 373 electronic locking gear ratio. So there you go. And then also you can upgrade your tires to an LT 265/70 R18 if you want, all-terrain tire. Now, they are expecting on this FX4 off-road package, it doesn't mention that you need to go to the 18-inch wheel, but it almost looks like it wants you to do that. So because you get that other tire right there. So there you go. There is that. So yeah, no mentioning of changing the tire. So like if you have a King Ranch or something, normally get 20s. It doesn't say that you have to do that in there. So there you go. So lastly, actually not lastly, we have one other package to cover. Actually, I feel like it's an equipment, but or just a standalone option. But we're going to talk about the Lariat Black Appearance Package next. It's $1,000, not too much for this package. It does require the 145-inch wheelbase, so not available with the 157-inch wheelbase. On the interior, you're going to get the dark interior appliques as well. So not only the black seats, but you're going to also get the appliques on the dash and such. That'll be dark interior as well. And then on the exterior, this is where you're going to see with this in here, you're getting the body colored front and rear bumpers. So in this case, this vehicle is silver. So body colored, they almost look chrome in that picture, but they're supposed to be body colored front and rear bumpers, the body colored skull caps and door handles. So instead of the chrome, it's going to be body colored on that. The grille is going to be black. You can see. So not only the surround, but also the bars are going to be black as well. So you'll have that too. Black tail light bezels as well. So they're going to be darkened as well. And then you're going to have black exterior badging. So we're talking the front decals up here. We're talking about the side fender badge. We're talking about the decal on the 4x4 on the back. We're also talking about the logo on the back of the bed. And then also you're talking about the LED, the box side decals gray, it says here. and then the black letters on the back of the tailgate also. So that's all the badgings. And then this, I guess this decal is going to be gray with some black lettering in there. You're also seeing right down here black. It doesn't mention that in here. Some little don't know about that, but it does show it being black in the image. So I can't remember. We have some on our lot that's 24. I'll have to see what I can find out there. But anyway, so there you go. That's what that's going to look like. And then also it says the 500A will also get 18-inch gloss black wheel and a 6-inch black running board. So running boards are not standard on the 500A, and they come with an 18-inch, not a 20-inch wheel. So that'll be the difference in there. So they'll get an 18-inch black wheel. Now, the 501A and the 502As will get a 20-inch gloss black wheel instead of the 18 from the 500. Also get a 6-inch black running board like this one has here. And then on the it is mentioned 6-inch extended black running boards when equipped with the bed utility package on the 501A, and then you get the 6-inch extended black running boards on the 502A. Remember, those got the 501A got the running boards, and the 502A got the extended running boards. So that's how you're going to get it, but now it's going to be black instead on those. So that'll be a difference for you. And you do get, as a nice luxury on the 501A, if you order the bed utility package, you'll get the extended running board for it. And then you also get the dual exhaust tip with the black tips. So dual exhaust with black tips, those are kind of nice. And it does say in here, available with the 22-inch gloss black wheels. Does requires a Lariat 502A and the Power Boost hybrid motor to get the 22-inch wheel. So there you go. And it does mention in here that the one shown in the image is the 500A. So there you go. So that is the black appearance package. So $1,000 seems like a lot of things. Big upgrade on the wheels right there for you for the black wheels. And then, of course, the running boards, the grill, all that stuff. Nice little package for you that is available. And that is, oh, by the way, mentioning that, that is available on all your different trim levels, as you can see in the notes there. Now, the last, it's listed in here as a package, but on the order guide, it's listed as a standalone option. I don't know how you want to look at it, but Ford Blue Cruise hands-free driving. Now, you already get the hardware and 3 months for free on the Lariat trim. This package here is available on the Lariat if you want, and this gets you 1 year plan. So for $495, you get a full year, and that is actually pretty cheap because I think it's $800 normally per year when you sign up for the subscription after your 1 month. So if you want to prepay for the first year for $500, that's a pretty good deal. Again, almost half as much as it is for 1 year if you buy the plan later. So, and of course, Blue Cruise, that is going to get you, that's your hands-free driving. But also this is the new, it's going to ship with the Blue Cruise 1.4. So this will give you the lane change assist. So you just tap the turn signal, and it's going to, without you touching the steering wheel, it's going to change your lanes for you, and even kind of speeds up. So, which is really nice. Also, in lane repositioning, so it will move you over a little bit in the lane with those big trucks that come by you. And then also with the 1.4 version, it enhances the hands-free driving experience performance a little bit better. The greater availability for navigating narrow lanes, also curves, construction zones. I noticed that in my Mach-E is much better now. Just the in-lane stability and everything else for that. So that is a nice upgraded version. Again, that is $495, and it is available on I believe, and all of your equipment groups, since it comes standard with the hardware. So there you go. Now, what I want to do is talk about the gear ratios, and I'm actually going to probably include this segment in all the videos because it's pretty much it depends on what, not really necessarily what trim level you have, but it depends on what engine you have and what cab configuration you have and wheelbase you have. So I'm going to kind of break it down. I do actually have a whole chart here for this. So I'm going to kind of go through in this. Now, on most vehicles, it's going to be a standard non-limit slip axle. So let's kind of go through and start with the 2.7 liter engine first. And when you select these, you'll be able to see that once you select the engine. So I'm doing this on the XL video, but it kind of works on all of them. So 2.7, right? And it depends on what, if you're two-wheel drive or 4x4. So on the 2.7 liter, if you're a two-wheel drive or 4x4 with the 141 and 145 inch wheelbase, so that's going to be your regular cab long bed and your Super Crew short bed. I believe it's your Super Cab long bed. I don't. Anyway, that wheelbase there, that's going to be a standard non-limited slip 3.55 gear ratio. Now that's what's going to be standard. Now on the 4x4 with the 2.7 and the 145-inch wheelbase, it is also is if you have the FX4 package, you're going to get the electronic locking 355 as part of that. So we'll talk about that package when we get to the different optional packages and everything. You'll probably see that. Now, with the 5.0 liter V8 engine, the standard for the 145-inch wheelbase two-wheel drives will be a non-limited slip 315. So if we select the 5.0, you'll see that change. See, now it's 315 non-limited slip axle there for that configuration. And then if you have a 5.0 with 145-inch or 157-inch wheelbase with a 4x4 is going to be a standard 331 limited slip. So if we flip over to 4x4 here, then it's probably going to go, it's going to change that. So we do want to change that, and it'll flip. Now you see it's a 331 non-limited slip. So if you make those changes, you'll see what that standard gear ratio is for all those configurations right there. And then, of course, if you do have the FX4, will come with an electronic locking gear ratio in those situations. So you want to, we'll talk more about that when we get to FX4. Tow haul as well, we'll get electronic locking. So we'll talk more about that in those packages. Now, let's go to the 3.5 EcoBoost engine. So if you have that engine, and then we'll kick to two-wheel drive for that. Yes. All right. So you go to that configuration, you'll see it's a 331 non-limited slip. So if it is going to be with the 141-inch wheelbase and 145-inch wheelbase, 3.5 V6 will come with that 331 non-limited slip rear axle. Also, it looks like the 4x4s and those two wheelbases, as well as the 157-inch wheelbase, will also be the 331 non-limited slip rear axle. So just kind of note that. And again, when you go to different packages, FX4, tow haul and such, it'll change to electronic locking in those situations. Now, the 3.5 hybrid, though, it's not listed in here. When you go to the hybrid motor, regardless, you're going to get a electronic locking 373, whether it be two-wheel drive or 4x4 on your hybrid engine. Just so much torque that the hybrid engine creates that it needs a 373 electronic locking. So that's what you're going to see on those. Now, of course, when we get into, we'll talk, when you probably went over on the trimmer and everything, trimmer is going to be electronic locking 373, as well as your Raptor will be a 4.1 electronic locking gear ratio for those. So you're going to be aware of that. And then, of course, if your FX4 STX on those with the 2.7 liter, it's going to get electronic locking 355. And then a 5.0 will be with the FX4 STX package, will be a electronic locking 331. Or you can go with if you have the tow haul package, of course, you'll get the upgraded with a 373 on that one. So there's a lot of, again, there's a table. There's a lot of them, but as you select them, that's what's standard. And of course, there are options. You can go and like, I don't want that package, but I want to upgrade. Then you can upgrade. You can see the cost on those. So pick your motor, pick your drivetrain. That's what I suggest. And then see what it's going to be standard and then what it's going to cost for you to go up. And you'll see those optional you can get optional electronic locking on all these, and you'll see the cost on those. And then certain packages will also come with them, like the FX4 package and such will also automatically come with electronic locking as well. Tow haul as well, because it needs that electronic locking gear ratio for those situations. Now we're going to get into the standalone options here for us, and not sure why it's not showing prices for those, but I think it's the same price. Anyway, so we're going to kind of look through this. First, talking about the optional powertrains. We do have the 3.5 liter V6 EcoBoost engine with auto start stop. That is the same price as the 5.0, so it is a no cost to go over to the Eco. That is available in any of your different equipment groups, 500, 501, or 502A. Now, the reason we don't see a price on the full hybrid is it does require you to have a 501A or 502A to get that. So if we go down to packages and I add a 501A, which is $2670 to go to that equipment group, and then I go up to the powertrains, you'll see, it isn't showing it yet. Oh, there it is, $1,900 to go to that on that equipment group, which isn't a bad deal. Because typically on the Power Boost, they'll give you like a $1,900 discount. So it's a discount package for that because they want more people to select the hybrid. So it's like it doesn't really cost you anything to go to that if you want. So there you go. That's the difference there. And I want to go down here and go back to this because I want to be able to show you all the optional equipment for you. So let me make sure I didn't miss anything. We talked about gear ratios already in the recorded video I did on one of the other videos. So you have that information. And then getting down here, packages, covered all those. And now we're getting into the standalone options. Now, I don't think there's an optional wheel. Actually, there is. Forgot about that. There is an optional wheel, and I'm not sure which one of these it is, but there is a 22-inch gloss black wheel without the inserts. It says, does require the full hybrid or the hybrid motor, the Power Boost hybrid, and the Lariat Black appearance package. So also not available with the FX4 Off Road Package. So it does require the 502A for that, but that is optional for you if you want to do that. Also, there's a 22-inch chrome wheel without the insert. So if you click on some of these, I think there's one of these is a chrome. Let's see if no, that's not. That's a 20. We'll say no. Anyway, there's 22-inch chrome wheel. Does require the full hybrid as well. Not available with the FX4 Off Road Package, or not available with the Lariat Black appearance package, of course, and not available in the 157-inch wheelbase. So I think that's this wheel right here. So, yeah, there's your 22-inch one, and it'll tell you requires 502A, also requires the hybrid, and not available with the Black appearance package, FX4 package, or the 157-inch wheelbase for that. So there you go. And then is this the 20? This must be the 22-inch black wheel with the Black appearance package. There you go. And you kind of can see the price on that too. So again, requires that. So there you go. So those are the two wheel options for you there. And of course, you'd get a tire that would go with that wheel as well. All right, moving down, we do have the tonneau cover pickup box. For the retractable one is $2,200. So that's like a Retrax kind of. That is available for you. And that is a factory, called an accessory, but it will be done at the factory. And that is not available with the plastic drop-in bed liners, though. Just keep that in mind. And there, like I said, there's three options. They're showing a lot more things it's not available with, but again, they haven't fixed this from last year because you can't get the toolbox on the Lariat trim, and it's showing STX stuff here. And it's showing the stowable ramps, which they're not doing anymore. You can get that through Ford Accessories. You can't get it through the factory. Yeah, some of the stuff they're not doing. So anyway, there you go. Hard folding bed cover, according to order guide. Again, not available with the plastic bed, the plastic drop-in liner, as well as we do have the soft tonneau. So that's $1,200. Soft tonneau is down here somewhere. There it is, $590 for that one, and also not available with the plastic drop-in liner. So there you go. The individual trailer tire pressure monitoring system. So monitors the tire pressure of those tires, and it does mention in here up to 12. Or wait, 4 tires or up to 6 sensors, so you can actually monitor the tire pressure if you even have a triple axle. And then so you have the TPMS for that. Also gives you the camera you can place on the trailer too. Does require the 360-degree camera package, which is standard on the Lariat trim, so you're good there. Does mention the trailer tow package, but there is no trailer tow package anymore, or a max trailer tow package. There's a tow haul package, but it doesn't require that. So that is actually a dealer installed option. The dealer basically would give it to you because they can't really put it on your vehicle without your trailer with you. So there's no restrictions on that, available with any of your equipment groups, and doesn't require the tow haul package. So trailer tow package is now standard equipment on all of your F-150s. So again, notes that need to be fixed from 2 years ago, actually, on that one. All right, foldable pickup box bed extender is $990. So that one there is available on this, and that is, I believe, a dealer installed option. There it is. Yes, that is a dealer installed option. Then is not available with retractable bed cover and not available with the bed divider, but is available on all of your different equipment groups. We do have the Pro Power on board, 7.2 kilowatt is $850. Does require the hybrid motor for that. That is a factory option that they'll put on. So instead of the 2.4 kilowatt Pro Power on board that you get with the hybrid, you'll get this. And I forgot to mention that. I'm sure it's down below, but that is going to be You get a power, instead of 400-watt outlet, you'll get the 2.4 kilowatt Pro Power on board on your hybrid as standard equipment when you get to go to the hybrid motor. All right. The Tough Bed spray liner is $5.95. That is going to be done at the factory. Is a Ford accessory. Is no requirements on that. It's available on anything, any of your equipment groups as well. So there you go. The illuminated Ford logo badge. That is $5.30. That is also a dealer installed option and available in any of your equipment groups, and no limitations on that. Bed divider is $5.20. That is also a dealer installed option, available on any of your equipment groups, but not available with the hard bed cover, tonneau cover, and not available with the it's a quadruple fold, whatever. And then a retractable, not available with that either. Not available with the bed extender, not available with the bed mat, and not available with the pivot storage box, which we're going to get to here in a little bit. Security code, keyless entry keypad. We didn't mention keypad. I didn't forget about it. $4.55. It's a standalone option. It is a dealer installed option put on at the dealer for you, and they'll install it. So I believe that is going to be a battery connected one. I don't think it's going to be hardwired. Don't know if it says in here. Dealer installed option. Doesn't mention. There you go. All right. The retractable rear center step. I believe that is that is a Ford accessory that we put on at the factory. That is available on the 501A and 502A, not available with the 500A. The paint protective film, $400. That's going to be done at the factory, and I can tell you, it will hold your builds up. This is on our constraint list a lot. Available in the 500, 501, and 502A, but I would encourage you to have that done at the dealership or someplace else. The plastic drop-in bed liner is $350. That is available. That's going to be put in at the factory. Is available with any of your equipment groups, but not available with the bed utility package. Or wait, not available with the tonneau cover boxes, all three of them. It does say in here that requires the bed utility package when you add this. So when you add this, you got to get the bed utility package. So there you go. The pivot storage box, there's just a right side 320, so you can put that in. You kind of see an image of that. That one there is a dealer installed option as well. The dealership would install it. Available with any of your equipment groups, not available with the bed extender or the bed divider or your hard or retractable bed covers. There you go. The bed mat, $200 for that. That is also a dealer installed option. Dealer will slide it in your vehicle. Again, not available with the bed divider or the drop-in liner, and not available with the hard or retractable bed covers either. Interblock heater, that is a factory installed option, $190 for that. If you want to keep that'll put that plug in the grill for you. So if you want to be able to keep your engine block warm, then you can get that. It goes on the lower part, actually, in the front fascia down there. Is available in any of your equipment groups, but does require the front license plate bracket when equipped with the 5.0 liter engine. So you know that. And speaking of that, front license plate bracket, if you're in a state that requires a front license plate bracket, the dealer will install it. If you're in a state that doesn't require a front license plate bracket, it's a standalone option, and the dealer will still install it for free, but you'll want to make sure you order that if you want it. All right. Wheel well liner. That is, I believe, that is a Ford accessory. Will be put on at the factory for you. Available with any of your equipment groups, no restrictions. The window air deflector on the side, that's $160. That is also available. That is a dealer installed option. Dealer will put it on your vehicle. Available with any of your equipment groups, and no restrictions. Not available. That is not available with. The front and rear molded splash guards without the wheel lip molding is $150. I don't think there's an image of that. No. That is available for you. That is also a dealer installed option. No restrictions. Available with any of your equipment groups. All right. The tailgate decal. This is part of the black appearance package. Oh, it doesn't show you. Okay, that's right. But if we click on it, you can see it does fill those in. I believe this is part of the black appearance package. We've seen it on all the black appearance package we've seen. That is a dealer installed option for you. It says it's not available with the bed utility package. I don't know what that had have to. Oh, that's because I think the bed utility package, like we mentioned earlier, is going to give you the new Pro Access tailgate, and because of that, you don't have the F-150 in there, I believe. So there you go. All right. The bed cargo net horizontal, that is also a dealer installed option. And the dealership would basically give it to you upon delivery. Should be in your vehicle, available with any of your equipment groups. No restrictions there. Wheel lock kit, that is also a dealer installed option. And make sure the dealership installs this. So it takes one of the lug nuts off of each of the wheels. They put the locking one on there and give you the socket. And make sure the dealership installs that. A lot of times they'll just put it in the package, put it in the vehicle. But make sure that they do install that for you. The spare tire lock, that is new for this year. So now we don't have a lock on the spare tire. That was something we saw in 23 model year that they just did away with because of constraints. And now it's a option, $80 if you want that. So you want to put it on there. The dealer will install it for you. Available in any of your equipment groups. The bed tailgate lock by McArthur, that's $50 for that. That is a dealer installed option. And that's going to lock the tailgate. So if you want to have that tailgate down, it's going to lock it in. Now, this is not available with the bed utility package, only with the traditional tailgate, not the Pro Access tailgate. So there you go. Now, the twin panel moonroof, that is a factory option. Not showing a price because it does require you to have at least a 501A. So 501 or 502A, it's available. And I think it's like $15.95 or $16.95 for that option there for you. You're not seeing a price on the Pro Power Onboard 2.4 kilowatt because that is standard on your hybrid. And so it would be selected once you pick the hybrid. Now for your mirrors, the power folding power scope trailer tow mirrors is $250. So that gives you the trailer tow mirrors is what I used to always like to call it. That gives you the heat, gives you the power, gives you the turn signal indicator, gives you the high intensity security approach lamp, gives you the auto dimming driver's side mirror, all the features of the other mirror, but now they can power scope out for you. Does say in here includes a black skull caps when you order this with the black appearance package, and does require the tow haul package available with any of your equipment groups. All right, moving to the interior now. We do have the in-vehicle safe by console vault. That is a dealer installed option. So that is no restrictions there, and it is available in any of your equipment groups. Kind of gives you an image of what that looks like in your console. There you go. Good if you like to carry your gun and stuff and want it secure, you can get that. Floor liners includes a carpeted mats for you, $200 there, and that is a factory option, I believe. Yes, that is not available with the FX4 Off Road Package because you get floor liners with that. So, but it is available with any of your equipment groups if you order it as a standalone option without the FX4 package. The ash cup with the lighter as well as the coin holder, you have those down here. These are available. I get those through Ford Accessories. It is a dealer installed option for you. No restrictions on the one with the lighter. Available in any of your equipment groups. The coin holder, though, says in here, not available with a 7.2 kilowatt Pro Power Onboard. I don't know why. Available with any of your equipment groups, though, that way. So, and then the floor liners, that'll highlight without the carpeted mats when you have the FX4 Off Road Package. Integrated trailer controller, that's included in your that bed utility pack or in the tow haul package. Remember that earlier. So there you go. There's that. All right. So, all right. That is all of the something happened there. That is all of our options that is showing on here. But one of the things that's really weird is it's not showing a couple options that I'm showing on the order guide. And that is if you want to add on the 500A, you want to add the 6-inch angular bright step bar there that you get as part of the 501A. You can get as a standalone options on the 500A. So that is also included in here. Also, something that's mentioned in here is the max recline driver and passenger seat on the 502A. So it's saying that is also available, not mentioned in here anywhere. So I want to make sure that's clarified. Also, the bed hooks, the retractable by Bull Accessories, they're going to be black. They are available on the 157-inch wheelbase. So that is your extended length Super Crew. So not available with the 5.5 foot box. Available with any of your equipment groups, though. So that is that's a dealer installed option, by the way. And then I believe that's it. I think I got everything else covered. Yeah, got everything else. So that's all of our standard equipment, the different equipment groups, packages, and standalone options in this video. Hopefully it was helping you out, give me some information, especially if you're looking to order a 2025 Ford F-150 Lariat trim. This gives you the information for that. So hope you do enjoy that. Now we are going to go over some ordering tips. So you can place an order right now with your good local dealer We actually have a special, so there'll be a separate timestamp for that if you want to click around and see what that's all about. But whether you order from us or from a local dealer, here are some tips that you want to keep in mind when you're ordering from those different dealerships. One of the things is that make sure you find out when you place that order, they're going to give you an order sheet, and it'll have only the MSRP on there typically, unless you're plan pricing. And so you want to make sure they're going to have you sign that. So make sure that is correct. That is how your vehicle is going to be built. But also they should have you sign a buyer's order as well. And when you're going over that, before you sign that, kind of go over them with that. What is the price going to be? Is this just showing MSRP price? Is that what you're going to sell it to me for? I don't see a dealer fee in there. Do you have any dealer fee? So make sure they get all that in writing on that buyer's order before you sign that, and make sure you get a copy of that. So that way you're not surprised when it comes in. If they're going to add anything to the vehicle like aftermarket, they're not going to be surprised that the dealer fee has changed or anything like that. And they shouldn't change the price on you. So Ford will price protect the price. As long as the person that ordered the vehicle buys the vehicle, they will price protect it. They will reimburse the dealership back that difference. So once they see that person is correct, then they'll reimburse them back 45 days later on their dealer payment statement. So you want to make sure that they honor that for you as well. And that you keep it in writing. Usually will keep them honest, and they will go ahead and do that. Also, the incentives can be protected too. So it's in Smart Vincent is where dealers are able to pull that. They can actually pull either the protected incentives, which is when you order the vehicle, or the sale date incentives, which is what it is when you're buying the vehicle. And as the customer, you have the luxury of being able to see what they are at each time, and you get to select and you get to choose which ones you want. Make sure the dealership is doing that for you as well. There you go. Now, if you're wanting to order from us, we do have a YouTube special that we're doing, and that is invoice pricing on any ordered F-150, Lariat, also Platinum and King Ranches. So if you want to order from us, we're doing invoice pricing, and that is a YouTube special. So make sure you mention that on when you call or when you submit your form. Best way to do that, if you want to get that offer, go to our website. We have our build and price on our website. Fill that out, configure it the way you want so we don't have any errors there. Fill out the form, and in the comments, put in there that you want the YouTube special. And then when it submits, our department knows that you've been on YouTube and you're watching that to make sure you get that offer. That is a special YouTube offer. Also, what we're doing too is if you finance a vehicle with us, then you discount the vehicle $1,000. So that way it can be used towards travel expenses, having it shipped to you, whatever it might be. But we just like to discount $1,000. It makes it real simple and easy for you, just $1,000 less if you finance. And that way, then you can you don't have to worry about giving receipts to us or anything. You just go ahead and pay for your travel expenses, and then know that the price of the vehicle is $1,000 less for that. So, or shipping. So that helps reduce the price of the shipping if you want to have it shipped to your door. So that is a couple specials that we have here as a YouTube special. So make sure you mention that. And hopefully this video helped you out and got you the information. We're not done yet. We're going to still work on the other videos for the King Ranch Platinum yet. We are going to do a trimmer and Raptor as well. So make sure you're subscribed with that bell notification turned on so you don't miss those videos as they go live. And until the next video, stay positive, be kind to one another, be kind to yourself, and we'll see you in the next video.